Guys, welcome back to the video. My name's Jenny and I help people transcend their limits. So in today's video, I wanted to discuss why you need to let go of your label. Okay, so what do I mean by label? I mean it's anything that you perceive as yourself to be. So whether you perceive as yourself to be miserable, or a really bad writer, or a really slow reader, or a really rubbish coffee maker, or a really crappy person or a really terrible fill in the blank, whatever it is that you're labeling yourself as, you need to stop right now. Stop. Okay, so why am I telling you that you need to drop your labels? Aren't labels in, like, you know, it makes me feel so good kind of thing, like it gives me my identity. My labels are my identity, darling. Well, no, because let me tell you why. If you're labeling yourself as a child of trauma, or an adult child of trauma, if you're labeling yourself as someone who had a hardship childhood, which we all had something, but if that's what your label is and you are constantly reaffirming that's yourself, then it becomes a bit of a pattern where you are carrying around on your shoulder this identity and this attraction of, I have had the most terrible childhood. Oh, the universe is saying, okay, she's carrying that around, let's give her some more things to just be miserable about. Let's give her some more terrible situations, and let's give her some more terrible scenarios. Okay, so if your label is I'm rubbish at this, I'm rubbish at that, I'm rubbish at this, I'm rubbish at that, and that's something that's on the forefront of your mind, the universe is just going to be like, okay, let's just give her some more of that, because where your attention goes, energy flows. So if you're putting your attention on negative labels, then the universe is going to be like, we see you with your negative self-perception. Okay, so what does this mean? That you just don't appreciate your self-worth. It means that you don't fully comprehend just how incredible you are and how absolutely ridiculous it is that we're even here on this earth. 1 in 40 trillion chance of being here, and you're carrying around a label saying that you can't cook cookies or something. What a waste of energy. What a waste of energy. Just know so many more important things for us to put our attention on and our focus on and our energy on. So please, if you are carrying around like a chip on your shoulder, if you're carrying around a label which says blah blah blah, and it's making you turn up to the world in an angry state and a bit of a, you know, not taking things, you know, not really appreciating your self-worth, then switch it. Okay, so what this also does is when you're constantly thinking maybe slightly negative things, even if they're not fully blown like negative things, even if you're not really thinking positive things, you're either thinking positive things about yourself or negative things. Okay, if you're choosing the negative path, as you know, as light as they may be, they're still creating those neurons in your brain. They're still the neurons that fire together, wire together, and you're embedding more negative patterns in your brain. Again, it doesn't matter if they are slightly negative, like, you know, my cake baking skills are not great. Who cares? Literally, who cares? Focus on what you're good at. Give that your energy, give that your attention, and that will grow. And the things that you're not good at, the more you let that go, the less the more the neurons will start breaking away. Those paths will literally start disintegrating in your brain, leaving more energy for the good things. So what my point here is that all the energy that you're spending thinking about all the things you can't do, I can't do this, I can't do that, I'm rubbish at this, I'm rubbish at that, you're just wasting your time, you're wasting your energy, you're wasting your gift of life. We are so, like, what is the chances of being alive? What are the chances of being alive? 1 in 40 trillion. Why are we wasting our time on ridiculous things? And I used to do this all the time. I used to just look at myself and just see all the faults. I can't do this, I can't do that. I was literally just so absorbed, so negative. And once you start to realise, do you know what? My life is so unbelievably precious. It's so ridiculous that I'm here. Why am I focusing on things I can't do? Why am I focusing on my crappy personality traits. And I decided to switch, and it all starts with a decision. Okay, you have to make the decision, because you have to become consciously aware of all the negative things you do think about yourself, all the labels you are carrying about yourself, and then you know that you can change them and just focus your energies on more positive things, and more good will come to your life. Okay, so this might seem like a bit of a flippant thing, like, oh, it's okay if I can't bake a cake, but you understand the reason behind that is you're giving your energy to the negative, and you should be giving it to the positive. Okay, so this is all I'm trying to convey, as minimal as you think it is to just label yourself as a few of these things. It's so much more than that. Okay, it's so much more than that, because there's a bigger game at play here, and it's time to just embrace how amazing you are and go for it. If I can let go of all the stories and labels I have for myself, there were many, then you guys can too. And I would love to hear you, and I would love to hear from you. So write in the comments below, what labels do you have, and what labels are you letting go of, and what good traits do you have, what good traits are you going to focus your energy on, because remember, where attention goes, energy flows. Okay, so that's all for today's video. Thanks guys, and peace.